the Senate, we're going to add, Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico to bring in 4 more senators, right? Add 2 states to add 4 blue senators to lock up control. I mean, this is like a play on taking over the United States. Yep. This is a government that is opening the playbook to say, you know what? We're going to literally take over this country. I mean, I don't quite know how to digest that. That to me is beyond reality. This is the stuff of dystopian nightmare.
That's insane, because that goes beyond what the founding fathers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm afraid for this country if that see how you can say what you want about the Republicans, but they never did that, right? They only put people on the court to fill positions. They didn't put people on the court to take power.
They did block Democrats from filling positions, though, when they were.
Yes, they did.
So I agree. I don't think the Supreme Court should be increased in size, but it is. It's not. I don't know. It's hard to say, because I don't think the Supreme Court is representative of the nation's values currently. But I don't know how you fix it without.
Right. Well, I think now.
But I also think
it's hard for I want to see what they're going to do. I want to see. I mean, I heard a lot of talk about precedents and super precedents, and I honestly want to. I think you've got some real, conservative. It's what is it? It's, it's 6-3 right now, right? But
yeah.
I mean, even the last thing that they voted on regarding Pennsylvania and allowing them to continue counting, the Supreme Court, I thought, was going to come in and slam Pennsylvania and say, you're done counting, at 8 o'clock on November 3rd, and now you're done. They didn't say that, guys. Yeah. They came in and said, you can keep counting, but segregate, because we're going to go back and revisit this. And I mean, I thought, I know Roberts voted for that and swayed it all, but I had thought nowhere in hell with now Barrett on the court and a 6-3 majority, I thought there's no way. But they didn't. They voted down liberal lines, which I thought was very interesting and encouraging, by the way.
I'm not sure if that was, I think they just deferred to states' rights in that issue. So I don't know if that's liberal. Well, I guess it is in favor. It's in favor of the Democrats in this case.
You believe they could have stepped in and quashed it, though?
They could have, but I think it would have been an extreme overreach of their power. So I think there would have been a lot of backlash towards that.
I agree.
But yes, I agree. They did do the right thing. So I don't know if the 6-3 majority is as awful as people think it might be. I think it is bad for progressive issues in some instances. But I do think, at least with the court, they're much less political than what party actually put them in there.
Right.
Which is the only hope.
The problem is the Supreme Court's job isn't to be partisan. The Supreme Court's job is to interpret the Constitution and interpret the law and see if it reflects the founding principles stated out in the Constitution, as well as the supplemental amendments.
Well, and that's why you've seen so many judges who were elected under Democrat presidents and or nominated under Democrat presidents and Republican presidents voting either way, depending on the issue, because it's totally based off of interpretation, based off the Constitution. It has nothing to do with political affiliation at all. And it shouldn't, right? Like the whole point is, okay, we set these boundaries, there's just set conditions. Okay, well, let's just make sure that everything is confined within these conditions, so that's the way that we can institutionalize the law and be able to administer it and to apply it equally everywhere that we see fit. Because if you start doing things partisan, And then it's not. It's just another house of. You're having the Senate,
it's just-
the
just
Supreme
another
Court,
house,
and then you're
exactly.
going to have the House, right?
I mean, but when you look at how things are been done in the last two presidencies, it's not the way the system's meant to work. Of the House, the Senate, and the president are three different branches, but they're working towards the same goal. It's most of Obama's and President Trump's main things they accomplished were accomplished via executive order, and that's why when you go into office as the new president, you can pretty much reverse whatever you want. And it's that's the thing is no one's like, I just my biggest hope, I guess, for whatever happens tomorrow or the next day is I just hope that when it's all said and done, the sides can just like put the gloves down and come back together. But I really doubt that's going to happen.
Every day, that's what I fear too. I mean,
You got to be amicable.
They're
Yeah.
not
At
though.
one point in time. I
regardless
know
of, like,
they
who
need to.
you voted for or anything like that, the longer that this drags on and the longer they don't declare a winner, it's going to cause more and more tension, and it's going to boil over, and it's not going to be pretty because our current president right now is willing to fight and do whatever it takes to win for it and go to the Supreme Court. And let's say we don't find out in a month, and it's decided, let's say it's so close, let's say it's 270 269 or something like that, and they still go to the Supreme Court. Let's say it's tied 269 269. That could be a possibility.
Not anymore.
Not,
They already called it congressional
yeah,
district.
it's 270.
It'd be
Someone's going to
270,
win.
268, or someone's winning either way. There's
Someone's
no.
winning.
Yeah.
It had to do with the congressional district, second congressional district of Nebraska, and when it went. So basically, when Joe
Yeah.
Biden won that, it eliminated the tie.
Now his only path to winning is he has to get Nevada or Arizona plus Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. If you want him to win, that's how he's going to do it. Assuming he gets Alaska too, which he should.
Crazy days, kids.
Well, there was already
So petroleum.
three people got stabbed, I think, in DC last night.
Yeah, this is not good because regardless of who wins, there's going to be some boil over because it's like the coronavirus, the tensions from the election. It's just going to boil over, and it's not going to be pretty. And I don't know what it's going to be or how it's going to come about, but it's going to happen probably in the next month or something, or maybe even sooner. I don't know, but it's not good.
Especially if it literally is a 270 to 268 victory.
It's going to be like you cheated,
Yeah.
you're wrong, you
it's-
stole it. Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just going to divide the country further. Whether or not who comes out of the. That's why I wanted it to be a blowout either way, because
Same
Yeah.
here.
then there's no bitching.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, that's when it was going through those states, I thought, let's just, honest to God, let's have this blue or red wave come through, let the people speak, and then there'll be no question, right? I mean, what are you going to do? Question these huge percentages, like 1 million votes? Come on, that's not going to happen. But, we got exactly the opposite.
50, like almost 50-50.
Yeah, good luck to us all. Good luck to the candidates. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really surprised to see what's going to happen when Nevada and Arizona end.
Yeah, in Nevada's, it looks like it's, I don't know, I don't see it not going to Trump.
Well, it's an 8,000 vote margin right now, and they're 25% in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 75% in. Sorry,
They
yeah,
got 25
but there's only 8,000 votes in between the two of them right now.
That's
Well,
within
they're releasing it tonight.
Hopefully,
They were
Here's
gonna
the-
Said they were.
I don't know if they will or not.
We'll see.
All right, well, we can't solve that, but possibly we can solve some other things. How are you guys doing with the crude unit?
It's fun.
Yeah?
It's
Are you-
interesting, but me and Jesse got, I don't know how much further Jesse got, but we were trying to do we got the outlet stream set up, and then we were trying to put in the steam going back in from the not the partial reboilers, from the pump arounds and stuff. It's a lot.
How far, wait a minute, pump arounds, how far have you, we only need to do part B, right?
The building. Yeah. So when we tried to build the initial, at least when I did it,
Uh-oh, you're not going to tell me that you built it all at once, are you?
no. So here I can show you where we got, where I got to.
All right.
It's like I got to